Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shiraz and welcome back to another brand new tutorial. Today we are going to create this render. The product itself is simple and easy, but the main focus of this tutorial is on building photorealistic lighting and background. Also, you can grab this blend file from my Patreon. So let's get started. Select all these by pressing A and delete by pressing X. Let me open shortcut keys. Import a reference image in your scene. I'll provide the link in description so you guys can download. Let's add a cylinder, Shift A and mesh and cylinder. Scale it down according to our reference image. Let's open X-ray vision mode and select this reference image and align it according to your mesh. Something like this will be good. And select this cylinder, scale it a bit so it will align perfectly according to our reference image. Let's select this reference image again and align it something like this. Okay, let's select this cylinder and go to edit mode. Press 2 on your keyboard to edge selection mode and select this lower edge, GZ, and place it somewhere here. Then select this upper edge and move on Z axis. Control A and apply scale. Go to edit mode again. Control B for bevel and bevel it something like this will be good, I think. Okay, and I think we have to bevel this lower side too. Control B and bevel, and yeah, I think it's good. Off this X-ray vision and Control 2 for subdivision surface modifier and right click shade auto smooth. Now we have to make this cap, so again go to X-ray vision mode, Alt Z and select this cylinder, Shift D for duplicate, scale on Z axis and move on Z axis something like this and scale it down so we have a nice cap, GC, and place it somewhere here. Go to edit mode and select this upper edges, GC, and place it somewhere here. Yeah, I think it's good. Control A and apply scale. Now we have to extract mesh for a label, so I'm gonna select this cylinder, the bottom one, go to edit mode, and I'm gonna add a loop cut here. I think let's see. Yeah, I think it's good. Open this loop cut menu and change the factor according to your reference image. Somewhere here I think will work. Okay, now we have to add a loop cut here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's good. And change the factor according to your label. Yeah, I think this one is good. Now I'm going to add two loop cuts on upper side and lower side of this label. Somewhere here and Control R and somewhere here. And now I'm going to select this face from this to I think this one by pressing Control, and let's see. Yeah, I think it's good. Shift D for duplicate and P for separate. Yeah, I think this one is good. I'm going to remove this subdivision modifier, or I'm going to add a solidify modifier and even thickness and thickness little bit increase. Yeah, I think it's good. Control S, you have to save file. I'm going to name it new tutorial. Hide this empty, press 1 on your keyboard and Shift A. Now we want to add a empty and scale it on Z axis. Select all these objects, Control P and parent it to empty. So now we gonna simply move this empty to move our whole objects. Now I'm going to add a plane, mesh and plane, scale it a bit and move it to Z axis. This will be our floor, and Shift D for duplicate or X 90-degree rotation, place it on X axis. This will be our backdrop and move it on Z axis, place it something like this. Yeah, I think it's good. Now we need to see reference image. So I recommend you guys to download this app which is called PureRef. We have to drag and drop our reference image in this app, and yeah, now we have to create this scene. So for this I'm going to add these cylinders, Shift A and mesh and cylinder, scale on Z axis and scale it down on X and Y axis, scale it down on Z axis again and press 1 and place it somewhere on this floor and GC, line it perfectly. I think it's good. Let's select this floor and move on Z axis so our bottle will align perfectly according to our floor. Yeah, I think it's good. Select this cylinder and move on Z-axis. Yeah, I think it's good. Right click and sheet auto smooth, and I'm gonna add bevel modifier. Segments will be 5. Control A and apply scale and adjust the amount according to your need. And yeah, I think it's good for me. Press 7 on your keyboard, Shift D for duplicate and place it somewhere here. Then Shift D for duplicate and place it somewhere here. And scale it down on X and Y axis and scale on Z axis. Something like this. And scale this one. Think this will look good. GC and place it somewhere here. Control A and apply scale. And let's see. Yeah, I think it's good for me. And now I think we have to go for UV wrapping of this label, and also we have to create a liquid shader for this one. So for that, I am going to add a new window like this, and I'm gonna press 1 on my keyboard and add a camera, Shift A and add a camera. GC, place it somewhere here and change its focal length to 100. Let's add a circle, scale it according to our this camera, and select this camera and this circle and parent it to this circle, and this will be our camera view. You have to change resolution settings to, I think, 2160 this one, and 2700 this one. Yeah, I think it's good. This will be our Instagram post dimension. Control B, change EV to cycles, and device will be GPU, denoiser open, and max sample will be 32, and max sample of render will be 500. And also you have to change the color management to, I think, this filmic, and none to medium high contrast. Okay, let's see how it looks in render view. So I'm gonna off these overlays, and strength of world view will be 0. Yeah, I think it's good for now. Let's start by adding some materials, then we move to the lighting. Select this bottle one and change it to material preview. So we see how we have to add materials. Okay, let's do one thing. I'm going to change this camera angle according to our reference. So let's move it to Z-axis and something like this. Let's select this camera and add a constraint which is track to, and I think we have to select this empty one. Yeah, I think it's good. Let's select these planes and scale it something like this and move it to Y-axis and move it to X-axis. Yeah, I think this will work. And GC something like this, scale it a bit. Yeah, I think it's good. And now we have to adjust over these cylinders according to our reference image. So I'm going to select this one and place it somewhere, I think here, and then select this one and place it here. Yeah, I think it's good. Then select this one and place it somewhere here. I think we have to align these cylinders according to our floor. So I'm going to select this and place it here. Then I have to select this bottle too. Place this one too on this floor. Yeah, it's good, but again we have to adjust our backdrop according to our reference. So I think this will work. And let's select this bottle and go to material settings, add a new material, name it bottle, and change principal BSDF to glass BSDF, and roughness will be, I think, 0. We can adjust it according to our reference when we move to render view. I think we have to rotate it. Let's rotate something like this. Okay, let's select this bottle and Shift D for duplicate and scale it down a bit. This will work as a liquid, and I'm going to duplicate this material. So I'm going to click on this new material and name it liquid. Okay, and roughness will be, I think, 0.2 will work, and I'm gonna go with color something like this, and we'll see in render view. And let's select this cap, add a new material and name it cap, and it will be a little bright, I think a white one. something like this. And let's select this backdrop and add a new material, name it back, and this will be a white one. And again select this cylinder, this floor one, and this backdrop, control L, and link materials. Now we have to add materials to these cylinders, and we have to add a wood texture to it. So I'm going to search a wood material in Blender Kit, wood, and let's see. I think we have to go with this light one. Yeah, I think it's good. And select this one too. Then again this, control L, link materials. And you guys can UV wrap this according to your need, but I think it's good for me right now. But again, if you feel something off, you can UV wrap it. Now let's move to this label. I'm going to add a new window and make it UV editor, or I think shader editor. Yeah, I think shader editor will be good. And select this new and name it label. Yeah, and again for this part you have to bring this reference image into your Blender scene, then link this color part to this base color. And let's move to the UV editor part and tap to edit mode, press A on your keyboard and press A here on UV editor. GY will be good. Yeah, and SX, scale it down on X-axis and scale it on Y-axis a little bit, GY, and place it here. Yeah, I think it's good, but you guys can make it accurate, but it's good for me now. Let's see how it looks in render view, and control S. Don't forget to save your file. And now we are going to move to lighting part. So shift A and add a light which is sun, and move it on Z-axis, something like this. Now we have to play with lighting so we can get this result, and we have to get these soft shadows to our product. And for that I'm going to rotate its angle of sun, something like this. And I think I have to rotate it something like this will be good. And rotate this bottle too somewhere here and place it, I think, here. Then select this one and place it here. Yeah, I think we have to scale it down a bit for this zoom effect. Yeah, I think this one is good, and we have to align these things according to our reference. And select this one and GY, place it near to our products so we can get a good shadow, and GZ and place it somewhere this so we can get a nice placing gap in between this floor and this backdrop. GC and place it somewhere, something like this. Yeah, I think it's good. Select this light and strength will be 3 for brightness, and I'm going to duplicate this one and place it on somewhere here. And I think we have to select this light again, and angle of this light will be 5, and angle of this light will be, I think, 100. It's more good. And I'm going to reduce the amount of this light. Yeah, I think it's good, but again we have to work on lighting. It's too bright for me, so I'm going to select this one, and strength will be 2, and I'm going to select this one again, and strength will be 2.5. Yeah, I think it's good, but it's looking too bright. But when we're gonna add these shadows, these leaf shadows, it will look good. So for the liquid material, I'm going to select this liquid part, and I'm going to change it to shader editor. And I think we have to add a volume absorption node. So volume absorption, select this one and select this volume part and attach it to volume and color it to something like this. Okay, and I think we have to make it a little bit darker, something like this. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, everything looks fine. I'm gonna select this one and place it in our camera somewhere here. And now it's time to add these leaf shadows. So for that I'm going to add branches from Blender Kit. So let's search for leaf, and we have these branches. So select this one and let's select this and move it to x-axis, and we have to scale it a bit like this, and rx 90-degree rotation or rotate it something like this will be more good. And I'm going to the modifier tab and play the scale and seed value of this branch. So let's scale it a bit, something like this. Okay, now you guys can see the shadows on our backdrop, and let's scale the seed something like this. And again, now we have to select this climbing vine and select hierarchy and shift D for duplicate and rotate it something like this, and GX and place it somewhere here. Now you guys can see the shadows of leaves in our backdrop, but again you guys have to play with seed and scale value of these leaves. Also you guys can play with lighting part. Let me adjust the lighting and select this one, and I think we have to go for 2.5, or select this one and go for 2. Yeah, I think it's good, but again I'm going to select this wine one, and I think we have to play with the leaf amount. Something like this will be more good, or I think we have to select this camera view and GC and place it somewhere here. So now we can get a nice shadow from our leaf. Also you guys can see we have a leaf interfering in our render view, so I'm going to select this one and go to visibility part, and I'm gonna off the ray visibility in camera view, so we have a nice render without interfering this leaf. But again you guys have to work on seed value of this leaf. Let me show you guys one thing. Rotate these leaves according to your requirement, and I think we have to play with lighting too, and go with angle a little bit lighter, something like this, and you guys can see the shadows. Also again it's up to you, how you guys want it. You have to work on it. And yeah, that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys gonna love it, but if you guys face any issue you guys can comment and approach me on Instagram or Patreon account. I will be happy to help, and see you guys in the next one. Allah Hafiz.